Hi Jake, hope you're doing well. I've created a small video here to demonstrate how the SAP transactions and reports can be accessed via mobile devices. While I'm using Android platform for the purpose of this demonstration, it would be equally possible to use any other platform such as Apple, Windows or BlackBerry. As can be seen from this slide, the architecture consists of three different independent units coming together to render the SAP data on mobile platform. Sitting in the middle is a Java server which is capable of converting SAP outputs, which is normally XML, into formats like JSON, which is understood by mobile devices. Just to recap, these are some of the apps we discussed earlier. What I have created in this demo are a couple of apps from the inventory category. It's inventory for the material and serial number history. And the device I am using here is LG Optimus, which is an Android phone. I have already installed the demo app on this phone. The URL of this app is in the email. In case you get an Android phone and want to try, just type in the URL in the internet browser of the phone. That should install the app. Once the app is launched, we see the links to the two reports we have developed here. Material inventory by plant and serial number history. For the material inventory, this is what we plan to achieve. Input being material number, company code, plant and storage location, and the output showing the stock of the material in all the selected plants. Here let's test the first application, that's material inventory by plant. Now this is the input screen showing the four options. You can rotate it to change the orientation, etc. The material number is the mandatory input here. We'll try with material 4888, which we know does exist in several plants. So just key in the material number here. And I have my company code or plant input as mandatory, so any one of those should be entered along with the material number. So in this case I am entering 3001, so this will show us the inventory of 4888 only in plant 3001. So we just hit the check inventory button and that should show the output, and this is what it looks like. It shows stock of 3 in plant 3001. Let's just check that in DQ1 120. All of this data is coming from 120, so at the moment the demo is connected to the 120 plant. We'll go to MMBE to check the stock for 4888 in plant 3001, and hopefully that should show us stock of 3, and that's what it is. So a total stock of 3 is available for this material. What the app is showing is a total of all the stock in all the storage locations for that material, unless we enter the specific storage location in the app. This is for the plant 3004, where we see two different storage locations, 14 and 15, having two different stock figures. Let's see if we enter 3004 here, and if we don't enter the storage location, it should show us a total of both of those storage locations, which is 91 plus 12, 103, and that is what we see here. So it does show the plant number and plant description and the stock figures. Now let's check the stock of that specific material across all plants in company code 3000. And we leave the plant and storage location fields blank again to see the stock across the plants, and there we see the list of all the plants with the stock figures in each one of them along with the plant descriptions. So that shows the material inventory by plant. So this can be used for one plant or several plants, one storage location or across storage locations. And but it is specific to one material. And the second app is the serial number history report. Before we actually see that report on the mobile, let's check the SAP version of it. It is a new report, ZMM068, which shows the PDC revenue and repair history by serial number. So we enter the serial number and we get the revenue and the repair cost for that particular serial number. We also get the manufacturing cost and manufacturing date. And our mobile version of this report is supposed to show the summary of revenues and the repairs along with the manufacturing cost and manufacturing date for the serial number. It also should show the serial number description. So we test for the first serial number, which is 4001413, that is 4001413. Sorry, I'm just struggling with this phone. It's not my personal phone, and I'm just not very used to typing in this one. Yes, so this is the plant 3002, and that is what we see here: the material description, manufacturing date, cost, repair and revenue. And as I mentioned, this repair and revenue are the total figures of all the lines shown in this SAP report here. So we add up all the revenue here and we should get the same figure in the mobile version, and same for the revenues. So the revenue is 30,500 for the 3 lines, and repair is 18,116.26 for all the lines there. And this was for the first serial number. The second, let's try the second serial number also, that is 1490 90 in the same plant. We have not included the date range here as is available in the SAP version of it, but then this brings up all the repair and revenues for that particular bit. And we see the figures of revenue and repair again are same for this serial number. We've just got one repair there. And finally 1892, let's check that one as well. Now this one has got one revenue of $9395 US and 5 repairs which sum up to 9066.25, and that is what we see here in this report. One revenue of 9395 and 5 repairs, and 9066.25 is the total repair cost. So that is the serial number history report, where we can query for one serial number and that shows us all the revenues and repairs for it. So that's basically the 2 applications that we have developed so far. There are others in the list which we can work on and keep on adding to this list. Now for the purpose of this demo, I have just switched off the authentication to the SAP connections, and I have just allowed SAP connections to use my default username and password for these calls from the mobile devices. But then obviously that can be switched on, and a log on or a pop-up screen can be added to the mobile devices to allow users to enter their credentials and then allow the logging in. But that's just switched off at the moment. Well, in terms of the development effort, it obviously depends on the complexity of the report. But in these instances, for the 2 applications, we had the SAP logic ready in the form of 2 different reports which we reused and generated the function modules out of it. We actually had to do the development for the Java and the mobile side, which took approximately a couple of days for each of them, mainly for the mobile front end, etc. Well, that's it from me for now, and I hope you liked the demo.